Hi there, my name is Griselle, and I'm here to do another pick a card reading for you repeat offenders. I want to thank you so much for showing up. For you newbies, thank you for stopping in. I do hope that all of you find exactly what it is that you're seeking. Today we are going to be talking about the anatomy of your breakup. If you chose pile number 1, this is your reading. Pile number 1. As an anchor, we have the moon. Intuition, imagination, deception, unfoldment of latent psychic powers, unforeseen perils, secret foes. So there must have been a great air of mystery, of doubt, perhaps even of deception. Maybe this person made you feel that you didn't really know where you stood with them. Or perhaps this is saying that you made them feel that they didn't really understand where they stood with you. Actually, you can't make anyone feel anything, right? Regardless of the scenario, there was a great mystery. I'm feeling deceptive vibes right away with this one, in fact. Let's find out. Pile number 1. Let's find out about the anatomy of your breakup, and let's explore the skin. What is it that got under your skin? For pile number 1, show me now. Okay, and these are for illustration purposes only. Overthinker, overanalyzing. The ability to be a dead horse, chronic worry, obsessive thought patterns, sees a problem and makes effort to balance or counteract that, seeks help via medication, therapy, or cognitive therapy. So right off the bat, there could have been some overthinking on your part, on their part. Okay. Or a scenario because you didn't know what was going on and you had some feelings about it, that it threw you into high gear mentally. For pile number 1, show me the skin of this relationship. What got under their skin? And show me now. These are really awkward to shuffle. Okay. There's a visual for you. Injury to the fifth chakra, the throat, communication issues, speaking the truth, possible childhood trauma, made it unsafe for this person to express themselves or speak the truth. So maybe this person did not express how they felt, how much you meant to them, and it caused your brain to go into overdrive. They kept things to themselves. And I am seeing that a lot of things were kept hidden, okay? So we'll find out a little bit more about this. Let's find out about the structure or the foundation of this breakup. For pile number 1, what's the bare bones? What's the bare bones here? Why is the moon here? What was the foundation of this breakup, please? For pile number 1, show me now. Okay, the Empress. This could be a mother figure. This could be an interfering mom, or this could be another female. With the vibration of number 3, this could actually be someone that someone was cheating with, whether it was your partner or yourself. This is about feeling like the grass is greener elsewhere. I think it was here. I feel like this is also saying that perhaps they didn't water their own lawn or take care of their own business with the moon. And yet they didn't communicate this to you. Why is the Empress here? along with the moon. There's deception. What is this about, please? For the structure of my pile number 1, the foundation of their breakup, shake-up, parting of ways, show me now. Yeah, another 3 of hazards. Something to do with, okay, I feel like this person may have told you that they were working late, they were collaborating with somebody, they were busy at work, it was a total work project, they had to throw in the lot and work with someone else. I feel like there's creative energy, so obviously a throat chakra problem. They were not speaking the truth. I feel like that's why I'm actually choking up. Pardon me. But I definitely feel like this could have been saying, oh, you know, I have to collaborate with so-and-so. We're on this project. It's due by Friday. And they were gone quite a bit. Now, I feel like the truth of the matter, because that is under a great moon, the deception right here. In this case, they were up to no good, basically. So there is more than 2 people in your relationship, or there was at that point in time. That is the foundation of your breakup, shake-up. This person, pardon me, this person also could have had their child, could have been pregnant. As I'm looking at this little zombie child, it's like this child is going nowhere. The other person could have said, you know, make up your mind, because there's a child involved, and she could have put the brakes to everything. Regardless, your partner did not speak their truth. They feel like it was worse than having their throat cut to be able to even speak the truth. Speaking their truth was not their forte to begin with, especially when they're in the wrong. What else about the structure? Why is it the Empress here and the 3 of hazards, please? Why are these here with the moon for pile number 1? Show me now. The Wheel of Fortune, they thought they could do better. They were hypnotized by this other person. It really helped to stroke their self-esteem. It's almost like saying that I was so hypnotized that I didn't think, I couldn't think. I feel like they're even now making excuses, their energy. But with the Wheel of Fortune, this is like a monumental change. I feel like this other person in the picture, this other female or feminine energy, even if it is another male, I feel like this person has a lot of material wealth. They're really secure with their job. They might have like property, cars. They might even have, you know, money to do like multiple vacations, wear some nice clothing. It was almost like your person looked at this other third party as a meal ticket, as a glow up, as their way to step up higher into society, as a way not to struggle as hard. You know, the easy way. The easy way out. Show me more about the structure and the foundation of this breakup for my pile number 1, please. What are the bones to this breakup? Show me now. The Queen of Swords. Yep, somebody put a stop to it. Somebody is just like, you know what, that's enough. I don't feel like it was you initially. I feel like this was like compelled. Almost like for most of you guys, it's going to happen like it happened to you. So the other person put their foot down and said, you know what, that's enough. I know that you have somebody else, which actually they would be somebody else. And they said, you know, you need to decide. They got to nitty gritty. They got wise. They got smart about it. That person may even have contacted you, and you guys may have even like collaborated or spoken together over like text, emails, chat, gotten together for coffee and really discussed what was going on. you were able to pair up all the sides of the story to have it make sense. What else is here for pile number 1, please? The anatomy of this breakup. The bone structure of the breakup, please. Show me now. 4 of Pentacles. This is withdrawing emotionally. This is working hard, wanting to protect your resources, not really sure what to do. Mental, emotional, spiritual exhaustion. You were left as the cleanup crew. In other words, excuse me, I feel like you were left to do damage control. So sorry. You were left to do damage control, or you had no outlet for your own emotions. It's like, all right, this person left, this is what happened, and now I have to move on with my life. How do I pack? How do I get this done? And it was almost like you were so overwhelmed. There could have been times that you would have just stood there and stared into space, not knowing how to proceed out of this. See, they're having a problem. They had a problem speaking their truth, that anything was even wrong in your relationship or whatever. They couldn't even communicate that to you. And if they did, it was very immature communication. It was more accusatory, like, you know, well, you never this, and you don't initiate sex, you don't, whatever, I'm always working, and what are you bringing to the table? It's immature communication. Instead, they chose a different path, and everybody suffered the consequences. Show me more about this Empress, please. The bones of this reading, please. The anatomy of the breakup. Show me now. The Sun. Your person felt like this lady, this other person, this third party was established. They had their own home, maybe even potentially several homes. Everything they touched was abundance. Maybe they inherited some money as well as being a good business person. But they had a family. This other person had a family, has a family. And they were very family oriented. And your person couldn't bring that to the table. They wanted to bring their fork to somebody else's table. It's almost like saying, you know, I don't have the ability to cope. I can't speak my truth. I don't know how to progress out of where it is that we're at. And this looks so easy. And she's attractive. And she's got all this stuff going. And it's just so easy. I'll just kind of like jump ship. And that's what they did. Thank you. We've got the Four of Swords. I feel like this is you. Perhaps you had to move in a hasty way, like there's no way you can keep the apartment, the house, or whatever the case may be. You moved in elsewhere, and you just set out your boxes, did not unpack or anything, and you just like took some time to heal, because I have 2 fours on the board here. This is holding back my feelings. The Four of Swords is all about inspecting the heartache, the heartbreak, healing from all of those things. It's a lot of introspection. It's also being a little bit imprisoned in your mind because you're thinking of the heart of this entire heartache. You could have went on a mini vacation, staycation, or simply withdrawn your energy from everybody in order to heal, in order to maybe perhaps cry, spend a few days just sleeping, not doing anything before you were able to pick yourself back up. Of course, some depression, I mean, understandable. Show me more about this deception. The Moon, please. For pile number 1. Show me now. The Five of Wands. They knew it was going to be a battle, a struggle, an argument. And perhaps even your intuition was saying, you know, this doesn't feel right. You've never worked late before. You didn't work that much before. Maybe perhaps you even saw a date and you're like, you said you were working. I don't see where you got paid for that day. And they made excuses for it to try to gloss over it. But regardless, there was just a lot of fighting over the secretiveness of your partner because they wanted to do what they wanted to do. Okay. One more card here. Okay, this wants to come out. Spirit says 2 more cards. So here we go. There it is. The 3 of Swords. You could have gotten a note, a letter, a text, an email saying, here are the keys. Or they could have simply jumped ship, ghosted you, not communicated anything. And this could have caused your whole world to fall apart in more ways than one. Not just about our relationship. It was about a home, about your ideas, about what you thought. And I feel like all these fairies were with you initially saying something isn't right. Your intuition was speaking to you, but you chose to believe what it is that they were saying, even though there was evidence. Even though perhaps you questioned a particular date. I also feel like with the 7 of Wands here, you made your analysis. You kind of, I mean, you didn't have a choice, but I feel like in order for it to make sense, you had to really go, okay, on this day, that day, and this is what the paycheck looked like. And okay, on these 3 days, they were MIA. Why? Because they were with so-and-so. But you had to put logic to it. And I feel like with all of this, I don't really feel like transformation. I feel like it's cost you a lot, like blood, sweat, tears. You could have had a really bad menses as well and bled a lot during that time. That's for somebody. I know it's kind of weird. But that is for somebody. You could have finally come to the understanding, realization that you're worth more than that as well. I mean, we don't have anywhere to go but up from here. Next, let's go ahead and look at the fight, the breakup. I'm going to call this the teeth. The teeth and the anatomy of your breakup. Show me for pile number 1, the teeth of this breakup, the anatomy of the breakup, please, for pile number 1. Show me now. Seven of Swords. This is, I'm doing whatever the hell I want. You're not going to stop me. I'll tell you. I feel like this was like sins of omission. More like they were not necessarily flat out lying, but they were just doing whatever they wanted. Knowing you would not have approved, of course. I feel like this is bull in the china shop energy. Very deceptive. Very dualistic. Even these stairs are leading to nowhere. I feel like those are more like the stairs of your mind. It's like, what happened here? What is going on here? I feel like this person just grabbed their stuff and may have left in the middle of the night, not said anything, or left while you were at work. Show me the anatomy of your breakup, please, for pile number 1. The teeth. This one wanted to flip, so we're doing it. Oh. The 5 of Swords, but it came up reversed initially. You know, a lot of fighting, a lot of arguing. But the truth of the matter is that when push came to shove, they didn't even have, I heard the balls, they didn't have the balls to fight or argue about it. They just ran. There was no argument, no chance to wrestle, wrangle, work things out. They didn't give you any option. They avoided. They have an avoidant nature, avoidant. They have a high aversion to adversity, to challenges. Well, that's not surprising, is it? They avoided the fight. They didn't even give you a chance to express yourself with the 4 of Pentacles here. You didn't even have a chance to say, this is really killing me. What happened? What did I do? Can we work at nothing? And if you did express those things, they didn't listen. Show me the fight or the breakup here for palette number 1. Show me now. 5 of Hazards. Look, they just dipped. They just took off. There was no real fight. The fight came afterwards, with you mentally trying to put all the pieces of the puzzle together, emotionally trying to put yourself together, and spiritually trying to gain strength to be able to move on. That's just awful. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Yeah, you had to figure out how to find temperance, how to find a balance within the situation that was no longer even a part of you. Number 14, whenever you use numbers, again, it is a 5. A lot of 5 here, a lot of changes, fluctuations. You were up, you were down, you were round and round. You had to figure out something to help you. For maybe 1 or 2 of you, I do see bloodletting, kind of like if you were a cutter or somebody was a cutter, you know what that means. It's like cutting, and I don't recommend it. I'm not endorsing it, obviously, but it makes you feel more calm. It's almost like, okay, well, I have reason for the pain, and there's my outlet, and I feel more peaceful. Definitely don't recommend it, obviously. But for maybe 1 or 2 of you, cutting could have been an outlet for you. For 1 or 2 of you, also drugs could have been an outlet for you. You could have been injecting drugs, snorting drugs, I don't know. Any of those things. Alcohol. It took you a while to find that balance. And it also took you a while to find that healing, because you had to reconcile all this with no help. And if that happened to you, I totally get it. I'm so sorry. The anatomy of your breakup, please. Show me more about the teeth, the backbiting, the lies, the illusions. How did they fight, please? They fought by running to another family, starting another family. They didn't even have like the decency to say bye. Like this night's like, bye. He just took off. Knight of Wands are like in and out just like that. The 4 of Cups. This situation bores me. I'm bored with this. And there was a major catastrophic ending right here. Let me show you these cards real quick. Yep, they started another family elsewhere. They thought, well, if I make a geographical relocation, I don't have to fix myself. Whatever's wrong with me, it doesn't make a difference because I'm starting over and I'm having a major glow up. That's what they thought. They ended things with you. Number 21. 2 is about your personal power. I feel like your personal power was in question. This kind of like everything went up in flames. And the number 1 is new beginnings. When I add them, of course, I get a 3, a lot of 3, third party scenario here for you. But your world, I feel like, just crumbled and burned. Everything was dry and crusty. I feel like you felt listless. You couldn't even move at times, didn't want to eat, all of it. And I totally understand. Beneath the surface, I feel like this is a passion, a desire that you had to continue this relationship, a longing that was really, really difficult to let go of. Then the Knight of Wands. It was almost just like, I feel like this is a little boy with this little wooden horse. Way back in the day, that was the thing, guys. And that's the kind I feel. It's like they would put like a horse's head on a stick, basically, kind of like a broom, and then the kids would act like they would be horseback riding, like giddy up all around. But I feel like basically the teeth of the matter is they sunk their teeth into someone else, let go of what they had because they were bored. It was too routine for them, caused a major catastrophic moment in your life. And the whole time they were tearing down the building with their own hands, they were only thinking about what gave them pleasure. Could have even been like a lot of sexual chemistry. I know y'all don't want to hear this, but they could have been really focused on the sexual part of this, okay? So maybe I'm feeling like for some of you guys, the sex maybe perhaps died out just a little bit, or altogether, or there were problems in the bedroom, and they made that an excuse instead of communicating and dealing with matters in an adult fashion. Next, we're going to go ahead and explore the heart. And I know that most of us want to know This is the anatomy of your breakup, pile number 1, but we want to know the current state of their heart as it pertains to you. Because you know why we don't care necessarily all about them? It's all about you. What does this person feel about you when they think about you now? What do they feel? That one wanted to come out. Ooh, and it came out sideways. Okay, it rotated. When they think about you, there's definitely a desire that they want to communicate. I feel like they're looking in the depth, and it's almost like this person's not even looking in their own depth. I feel like it's looking at your depth, like how much did I hurt this person? Can I recover from it? How far deep is that hole, that rabbit hole? We know that this is an avoidant personality, quick to be in and out with their energy, even quick to just like send out messages, but very cautious about themselves. Look, they don't even want to get their hands dirty, okay? And the fact that it kind of rotated sideways, honestly, you need to think, I mean, somebody who could do this to you, do you really want them back? That's kind of always my answer. Because, you know, I don't necessarily feel in this scenario, yeah, there's a want, a desire for communication. But this person's hands on 2 of Wands. Now, 2 of Wands typically depicts a choice between 2. And it's almost like, well, I have one. I kind of want to stroke or look at the other, maybe. Maybe I want to come back. That kind of a thing. But it's sideways. So I feel like, yeah, if you're curious about where their heart is just, again, a mile a minute. It's just flighty as can be. Let's see what else is going on. Show me the current condition of this person's heart. Oh, for God's sake. Okay. All right, we're taking all of this. I guess I have a lot to say. The 9 of Pentacles. This person is thinking, maybe, perhaps, I feel like maybe even looking at your social media, things like that, that you look good single. I feel like they know that maybe you're unattached. Even if you are in a different relationship, they feel like it's not something that you're all in, okay? But you're looking balanced. You're looking like you can take care of yourself. Almost like a challenge, once again. Challenge accepted, I heard, okay? King of Cups, they want to come back and offer you emotion. But look at how nebulous things are at their feet, okay? I don't really know how to come back. I don't know how to make it right. I don't really know how to progress forward. I am filled with my emotions, this person's saying. My own emotions that I can't even speak about, right? Because I'm not mature enough. Yeah. So they want to make another choice between 2 of you. The Lovers, once again, this is making a choice and treating you once again as an option. I have one. One bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bushes. Have you guys heard that saying? As you guys know, it's better to be content with what you have than the possibility of 2 other birds, so to speak, that you don't have in your hand. I don't know why I told you that. 10 of Cups. They definitely want family. They just don't know how to build it. You know, part of family is loyalty. They don't know. They've exhibited no loyalty. They see you as family, but it's more like a bird that, here's a nest. I can move in. This person will cooperate with me, collaborate. They're looking good financially. Maybe they have kind of messed up once again at the place where they left you for. I feel like even perhaps this Empress, the person they left you for originally, may not even be in the picture. That may be dissolving or dissolved or on the rocks. But 3 of Pentacles, once again, third party. Thinking about who's going to collaborate. And the Queen of Pentacles, they're always going to go for somebody who has more stability, more money, or their perception of money, stability, and family. But they're not willing to put in the work for this. They're only coming in with their own emotions. Oh, I feel like I could be steady here. I feel like I could be good for you. I feel like we're a good team, but where are your legs in this part of the team? Where is your voice, your honesty, your integrity in this team? So basically, this has been the anatomy of your breakup. Of course, if you choose to entertain that or even talk to them again, that is your choice. Let me end it with a couple of charms. Pull out any earbuds. I'm going to pull some charms. Charms for pile number 1. We have Dream. We have Christmas. You know, people get really nostalgic during the holidays. Yep. We have the Skeleton. We have Faith. Okay. So I feel like this person is just thinking about the good times. Oh, it's almost Christmas. It's someone's birthday, or I kind of want to celebrate. That's what family means to them. It's maybe perhaps even very traditional, but it is a dead idea. There's no movement, no motion. The fact that it's a dream, it's almost like they're walking on clouds, walking within a dream. And once again, it is all shrouded by the moon. I don't see that this person has really grown or become any more enlightened to be able to progress to have a healthy relationship with you or anyone else, frankly. So please don't kill a messenger. But thank you so much for sticking with this read. If you did, if you like this kind of reading, smash the like button, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know if this is something that you actually enjoyed, the style or whatever. And much love to you, pile number 1. Namaste. Welcome to my channel. For those of you that missed the intro and just jumped to your pile, my name is Cashapp with Psychic MD, and I'm here to do your reading for pile number 2. We're exploring the anatomy of your breakup. Oh, goodness. Here we go. Pile number 2. The anatomy of your breakup. We have the Magician. So this is going to be an anchor of our reading. Will, mastery, organizational skills, creative talents, the ability to take power from above and direct it through desire into manifestation. So we're going to see how this plays out into your reading. Pile number 2. Wow, okay, that was quick. Okay, we have this in pile number 1 as well. This is injury to the 5th chakra, communication issues, speaking your truth, but having difficulty. So potentially this person had trauma in their childhood, and it made it unsafe for them to speak their truth. So one or both of you had a problem with this for the breakup, okay? For pile number 2, what else do we have for pile number 2, please? Pile number 2, show me the skin of this breakup, the anatomy of your breakup, the skin. What got under your guys' skin about this breakup? Okay. There could have been a child involved, a pregnancy, a desire for a child. Could have been the loss of a child. No, I'm so very sorry. There could have been a termination of pregnancy, or someone asked for someone to terminate pregnancy. The desire to procreate, emotionally underdeveloped, stagnation, undevelopment. So this could be somebody acting like a child as well. Pile number 2, only you know which scenario fits you. If this is an actual child, then you know that that played a key role, a major role in the demise of your relationship. If there's an issue with this person wanting a child or you wanting a child, these magician vibes are saying basically that I'm trying to manifest my desire. My deepest desire is to create a child together, to have a family, to have a mini me, a mini you. Something like that. For those of you that this does not involve a child, this could be saying that I want to focus on what it is that I'm creating. I just want to manifest and I want to pursue my desires. But I lack the ability to communicate. see where this takes us. Pile number 2. This is really what got under your skin, their skin. I feel like somebody did not say these things to you, or vice versa. It was more like they knew that if they were to speak it, that would be the end of everything. Instead, they didn't say it. Pile number 2. Show me why this pregnancy, this baby, this infant is here, and why this throat chakra problem exists along with the Magician. Show me, please, the anatomy of your breakup for pile number 2. More information on what got under their skin. Show me now. The Moon. I feel like you definitely have a message in pile number 1. Only watch it if you feel led to it, but this card came out as well. It was from that deck, but the same card, the Moon card. Mystery. Sleight of hand. I feel like you are getting intuitive downloads as to whatever this is. You knew that all was not the way it appeared. All that was presented wasn't the truth. And that got under your skin. I just had a jump card. I've got the 5 of Cups. I feel like that belongs here. This is mourning. This is sadness. Now, if you did lose a child, and there's no words for that even. This could have been like mourning over a child, over a pregnancy, and this person pursued perhaps their own libido, their desires, their career. Could have been anything. With the mindset of just like having a lack of compassion towards you. They just kind of moved on, carried on their day, and you were really stuck in this energy of like, this really happened and it's catastrophic mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And you had to grieve, and they were not there for you, by the way. You know that. If this does not involve a child, and this is saying that I really wanted to grow something with you. Maybe a business, maybe have our own family of 2 with pets, whatever the case may be. And this is saying that your intuition knew that something was going on. The 5 of Cups, there's that mourning there, and the Moon. You were getting messages at night. Perhaps you're waking up in the middle of the night. You were getting dreams that were telling you exactly, symbolically, what was going on. Why is this Magician here? For the skin of this breakup. The biggest organ that absorbs everything. What got under their skin? Show me now. Okay, well, there was a lot there. Justice. It could have been I heard court settlement, but it could have been a court issue. Number 8 involved. 8 is prosperity. Maybe they got some money, maybe you got some money, but they were weighing between the heart and the head. They made a judgment. Definitely made a judgment. King of Wands does his own thing. Look, demeanor is very similar to this. It's like, I'm going to make my own way. Nobody can tell me what to do. Nobody can tell me any differently. It got under my skin that perhaps you were always sad. You were in mourning. You couldn't get over this, whatever this thing is. Maybe it's saying you couldn't get over your childhood, okay? And you needed help and therapy and compassion to be able to overcome these traumas. Regardless of what it was, this person was not there. This person's like, I'm going to create. I'm a mover and a shaker. Move, 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 move. They were willing to betray your love. They're willing to cut off everything that hinders in order to get what they wanted out of life, out of the situation. And I feel like even here, it's like contemplating, what else do I cut off? What else do I cut off? But I feel like even this is your energy. It's like they were willing to cut off everything that hindered to be able to get what they wanted. Yet you, in contrast, stark contrast I might add, were willing to cut off everything to help them and for them. And this left you with feelings of betrayal, with feeling like they took and took and took, like what you gave was not enough. Even this almost looks like a little side bean, lima bean embryo type thingy. You gave your blood, your guts, your emotions, your body, everything. You gave everything, and it still was not good enough. And it left you feeling destitute. Also, this person could have said some really, really crappy things about you and the situation. They took off. They just took off. So it just got under their skin, under your skin, bowl, and they just took off. They have an ability to cope. They wanted to bring about something, and this didn't match their narrative, their story. So they just took off. Queen of Wands, there could have been another person here that they were focused on. I don't feel like they were involved at the point that this breakup happened. Okay. But I feel like they had their mind on someone else, perhaps someone in the healing arts, a nurse, a doctor, acupuncturist, holistic medicine person, whatever the case may be. And if it's not that, then it was they had their eye on another mover and a shaker. But I feel like this person wasn't involved at all at that point in time. But it got under their skin. It's almost like, why can't you be more like her? Why can't you be more like this? Almost like they have like this infantile idea of what relationships should be, of what your spouse should be like, that they should look like maybe Kim K all day. I don't know. King of Cups, completely engrossed in his own emotions, overcome by their own emotions, inability to even speak the truth, a lot on their minds. They didn't even share that. They felt like perhaps they were even drowning, and it could have been drowning in your own sorrow. It could have been even like what you were going through if it was independent from this person, like your own childhood trauma or things that you needed to really work through. They were not there. And it could be saying that, you know, I'm almost like I'm an admiral, I'm a captain, I've conquered all these things. I don't need to go there. Look at me all dressed up. But he's dressed up and sunk into the ocean. It's like they haven't mastered anything, and yet they were really condescending. Okay. Seven of Hazards, they looked at things and said, you know, I don't want to throw my lot into this. I don't want this anymore. Everything that I'm putting in, all my elbow grease, whatever the case may be, it's like the price tag is too high. They made an assessment, and they chose their desire over your relationship, over loyalty, over anything else. It was what they wanted. And yet there was no real communication about it. Let's look at the bone structure, the foundation of your breakup. Show me more about the anatomy of the breakup for pile number 2. Pile number 2, the anatomy of your breakup. I can't even speak. Anatomy of your breakup for pile number 2. Show me now. Hangman. This person wanted to step away to gain a higher perspective. They weren't telling you, but sometimes a hangman to me feels like sitting on the fence. Like, if I shift my weight slightly one way, I'll land here. If I shift my weight slightly the other way, I'll land there. They were definitely trying to gain a higher perspective, but their actions belie their words. I mean, good grief. 10 is a number of completion. 10 and then the 2. 2 is about personal fulfillment, personal power, which is not a surprise. They're trying to master themselves and bring to earth what it is that their dream is. Show me more about the bone structure of this breakup, shakeup. For pile number 2, show me now. Yeah, you definitely have something in pile number 1. Also, it left you wondering what the heck, what happened? How could this really be my life? It left you feeling unattractive, left you feeling sad. It left you feeling like there is so much for me to do, so much work. I'm overcome, overridden, I'm exhausted. I don't even know where to begin. It left you looking at even your daily routine is too much for you to bear because of the emotional imbalance, the mental, emotional, spiritual tax that this cost you. I don't know why I'm saying it that way. Okay. Show me more about the bone structure. Oh, hi. Okay, this one came out all crazy. The fact that I kind of brought it up and it flipped, I feel like the emotional cup, it's almost like you would have an emotional connection, or once upon a time you did, and then it was gone, and then you would, and then it was gone. This could also say that somebody had a drinking problem, that when they would get in their cups, even more problems would arise. Show me more about the bone structure, the foundation of this breakup. Please show me the anatomy of your breakup for pile number 2. Show me now. The 8 of Wands. They wanted to move fast. They felt like they got a download. They could have gotten messages from other people saying, hey, why don't we blah, 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 take a trip. Why don't we move? Why don't we go here, there, whatever. A lot of different messages. They felt like also this was part of what's going to empower them. They felt like they were in the middle of manifesting what it is that they wanted, their glow up. They wanted things to move quickly. They felt like you were just stuck in this thing and they just didn't want to be there any longer. Show me more about the anatomy of your breakup. For pile number 2, show me the structure, the bone structure of this relationship. Yep, hold on, let me put these cards down. It is my way or the highway. I have things to do. Like, you could have been literally grieving. You could have been literally lying in pain. You could have been doing whatever it is that was going on here. Perhaps you had so many dark moments that you had sunk into depression, and this person continued living without you in so many ways, even before they left or before you kicked them out. I don't really know what transpired here. And they continued having celebrations, going to parties, being close to family, emotional gratification. Like, they never stopped to think, gee, why is this person kind of holding back? Why do they feel left out? Why, what can I do to help? Okay. The 10 of Cups is in pursuit of that emotional gratification. So it's like my way or the highway. I want emotional gratification. I want it now. I don't want to take the time out for you to heal. I want it now. Who's ready? Let's go. Who's ready? Let's go. Let's glow. It's literally what I heard. Okay. Show me. Let's see. I want to kind of use a different deck so I have all the cards available. For pile number 2. Okay, jumpers already. Yep, Page of Cups. Look, concerning a child, or immature behavior. Immature behavior, all I know is, oh my gosh, you're so cute, you're so hot. Oh, tee, like, you know, nothing of substance here. Nothing well thought out. Dreamy quality. The Knight of Wands, but I want to get mine. I want to go. On your mark, get set, go. This is go. I want to go. Show me the teeth of this breakup. For pile number 2, show me now. Yep, King of Swords. They made a decision. They cut everything off to pursue what their desire, their magic stick, their wand. They could really have been focused on sex. The Hermit, withdrawn. Withdrawing energy. I feel like you knew it. And perhaps for one person out there, I feel like you had to physically heal from whatever it is. This, maybe you were having female problems. I heard hysterectomy for one. So if it wasn't necessarily like a child, it could have been, you know, still, sorry, hang on. Oh my goodness. I'm literally doing the fight or the breakup, and my retainer got wonky. That's never happened before. It's almost like sink your teeth into this. And look, all these cards fell. There's no cooperation, no glow up. No, all the cogs were not working together because this cog, or COCK, decided to pursue their own thing. Yep, pursue their own thing. They didn't want to cooperate with anything that doesn't fit this agenda. This on your mark, set, go. Let's get a move on it. Once again, laying sideways. They're wanting to move towards somebody that has money, a different female, maybe somebody with darker complexion than you, somebody who is stable, or so they thought. A little back and forth about that. They're kind of like, this is like, I think I want that, but I'm not really too sure. It looks attractive. I don't know. This is Seven of Pentacles. It came out sideways also. This is, do I put time, energy, effort into this person, this situation? I don't really know. Is that what I really want? This person hasn't graduated from looking at and making correct assessments in their lives, especially when it comes to love and the pursuit of romance and happiness, whatever they consider that. The teeth or the fight of the breakup. This is the anatomy of your breakup. And at the crux of it, the Hierophant. This is about commitment issues. Two fingers up. That's interesting. It's almost like, well, I'm committed to two. Me, myself. And then there's I. This has to do with a commitment. Number 5, that would have been too much of a change for them. That's not really who they are, who they're built to be. Initially, not without hard work. This person doesn't want to do hard work either. Neither pile number 1. This is making me feel like positive and negative polarities. They don't really know how to balance that. They also don't know what to change, how to change, or have the desire to manifest a change in order to make a real commitment. Tons of clouds at their feet, and that was the teeth in this breakup, by the way. Queen of Wands, they just wanted to look at it shinier. Oh, look, she's pretty. Oh, she's shiny. Oh, she's ready, out of bed and up to go. Let's go. Fast movement. Somebody else looked more tempting, but this was also touch and go, touch and go. This is, I don't even know what I want. Do I even want a relationship? I know I want to play. How do I know that? You could have even said this for them. And your mark, set, go. That's really what they want. They enjoy the chase. They enjoyed the chase. That's pretty much all there's to it. Show me about this magician. Why is this magician here? In the anatomy of your breakup. For pile number 2, please. Show me now. Kept their feelings to themselves, their emotions to themselves, what they're really thinking to themselves. Even the hand is out of the picture here. 6 of Cups, feeling nostalgic. What else? About what? About what has ended. Well, you act like crap. What do you expect? They may even perhaps currently look at how they handle things. They may have looked at your connection, the beginnings of it especially, and kind of felt bad or sad about how things ended. But again, all I see are kids here. There's no adult energy. This person has not outgrown this behavior. It's childish, okay? It's like an adult who continues to eat candy 3 meals a day. It doesn't make any sense, okay? They know and they see that that was a major end, and perhaps that they chose unwisely. Things did not work out well for them. Is that a surprise? I think not. Pile number 2. Yeah, look. Feeling left out. Feeling left out in the cold. Not sure what's going on. Feeling abandoned. They could have left you with child and not taking care of that child. They could have a legacy of doing such things. Having unprotected sex, having kids, and next. They just kind of do what they do based on how they're feeling at the moment. a lot of lack of clarity. I feel like they're also repeating patterns from what happened when they grew up, by the way. It doesn't excuse it, but it is an explanation. Next, let's go ahead and look at the heart of this connection. The anatomy of your breakup. But we want to look at the heart. What is the current condition of this person's heart in regards to your relationship? I feel like we already got a sneak peek. I do feel like they kind of look at things, look at what they've done and whatnot, but it's like no responsibility. They don't take responsibility for it. What is pile number 2's person, the person that is on their mind, that they had this breakup with, or separation, even divorce? What is their heart feeling when it comes to pile number 2? This relationship, show me now. Judgment. 3 of Swords. Maybe they are having an awakening. Maybe perhaps they're starting to sober up. Maybe. I feel like there's alcohol involved in here. Alcohol, like the brain soaked in alcohol, a brain fog that they can't even continue to break that barrier. And that's part of why when you start using, you emotionally cripple yourself to that age until you stop and begin to heal. Meaning if you start drinking or drugging at 13, you're emotionally there. Even if you're 50, still doing drugs and drinking or whatever. Until you decide to stop and heal. So this could be saying that I still think about the past. I get nostalgic about it. There's romanticizing, by the way. It blows my mind on what happened. I pulled a trigger. I want to fire off messages to you. Number 20, Judgment, is also the number 2 about personal power. Okay, they want to fire off these messages. They feel like it might even blow your mind. It's blown their mind at what transpired. Maybe they're starting to get sober, things like that. Starting to get healthy, starting to mature. 3 of Swords, this is eating my heart out. I know I can't go back. All the pain that I've caused, all the losses, they're having to live with that. And actually, I'm very, very surprised. Now, I'm not going to lecture. Let's just see where this goes. Pile number 2. The anatomy of your breakup. What is their heart condition? What are they thinking and feeling towards you? Towards your relationship? How do they feel? What's their heart like right now towards you? Show me now. I'm taking these. Are we a little bit obsessed? Perhaps. Look, reversed. The Devil reversed. They're getting sober. That's good. But it might be a little bit too late. They're like, oh, look, I'm sober now. I could do right. I could, whatever. 4 of Wands, they have turned this house upside down, meaning they have turned your home into a wreckage. They abandoned the home, whatever that may mean, even renting a room from someone if you live together. If you did not live together, this is saying that the foundation of what they did, they know that they have just screwed everything up, okay? Now, that's part of the story. I feel sobriety. I feel like new sobriety vibes. Be very careful. They know that this is ended, okay? But be very careful then allowing somebody, especially newly sober, to get the best of you once again. They may not be ready. Just being real. Okay. If you choose to let this person back, that is definitely your choice. 10 of Swords. Ooh, don't do it. Don't do it, but that's my opinion. Remember all the pain, all the heartache, all the heartbreak. Look, more deception, more lies, the moon. They're always going to look out for themselves. I'm just going to say don't do it. They're always nostalgic. They're going to come back. Honey, I miss you. I love you, whatever. It's going to be a big dumpster fire. They're going to be lying, deceitful. You don't know if they're a wolf or a loyal dog. taking and making an assessment of what it is that you can contribute. Does she or he give back enough to me? What? And then Tower once again. Is that good enough for me? Always thinking about themselves. It's going to really piss you off. There might even be a case where things get physically violent. So you want to be careful, okay? I'm going to pull some charms for you. Pile number 2. So if you have anything in your ears, like earbuds or whatever, take them out because this is loud. Pile number 2. The anatomy of your breakup. Show me now. Okay. I feel heritage. Heritage vibes. Hope. More hope. The world, oh my goodness, they have so much more hope. They have a ton of hope. Love and hope. They have love, love, hope, hope, and a wish. Now, my question to you would be, with all this wishing and hoping, I don't see any action. What is this? It's a dream, what I tell you. I don't see any action, any behavior that's really changed that's going to make you want to stay with them, even if they try to come back. This is divine protection. So the 3 divine protections, even I feel like it correlates to 3 of Swords right here, where even though this was the most painful thing in the whole world, and I don't mean this with any disrespect, I feel like those swords serve to protect you in a bigger way. It could have, believe it or not, been so much worse. You've got divine protection. This person is just hopeful, wishy-washy. I think they might think of, Disneyland is the biggest romantic story, and that's what really transpires, is that all they have to do is be Prince Charming, and then everything falls into place with no effort, okay? So even though there's some sobriety here, the beginnings of sobriety, it's going to be your choice. Anyways, if you'd like this kind of reading, like, share, comment, subscribe. Please let me know what you think of the style of reading. I'm experimenting, obviously. Don't kill the messenger. I feel like you have better things for you. Look, boom. I knew it. You have better things for you. Way better things than this crap, okay? You have the Empress. This is about being self-sufficient, abundant, heart healing, a new glow up with your heart. Because you've been through so much pain, you have this deep compassion and the ability to bring that to the table. But also you're attracting people that are healers, that are organic, that are helpful, that are loving and nurturing as well. So please do keep your head in the stars, keep dreaming and thinking positively, writing positive affirmations and all of those things, because this is what you have coming for you, okay? Provided that we don't have a relapse and we have a retake of what transpired here. Definitely your choice. Once again, much love to you, pile number 2. Namaste. Hi, pile 3. Welcome to my channel. If you missed the intro, my name is Griselle with Psychic MD, and I'm here to do your reading, the anatomy of your breakup. So pile 3, let's get into it. Let's see if we can get a better focus on this. Okay. The anatomy of your breakup, pile 3. Leadership, mental activity, domination, war-making power, authority, paternity, the fruits of toil, the results of action, controlled and directed sexual drive. And that about sums up the Emperor. Let's get some more information. The anatomy of your breakup for pile 3. Show me, please, the anatomy of this breakup for pile 3. Pile 3, the anatomy of your breakup, shake up, situationship, whatever you want to call it. Show me now. Overthinker, overanalyze, ability to be a dead horse, chronic worrying, or obsessive thought patterns. This could be you, or perhaps how they perceived the situation. The anatomy of the breakup, the shakeup. Pile number 3, show me now. All right. I had this jump too, so I have this one. Reasoning and judgment, problem solving, impulse control, analytical, frontal lobe dominant, logic versus heart, controlled personality. That says everything about the Emperor, by the way. Very King of Swords and Emperor-esque. Now this jumper, we're taking it as well. Temper. Toxic traits, lacks impulse control. Having angst, eruption of words, volcanic fights, 0 to hero in a flash. Hidden resentments, running away, or stuffing emotions. So that would be attributed to the negative characteristics of the Emperor. Toxic traits. There could have been some major blow-ups here. For some, or one, I heard father issues, daddy issues. Show me the anatomy of the breakup for pile number 3, please. The anatomy of your breakup, what got under their skin, the biggest organ that absorbs basically everything. What got under the skin of this relationship, and the anatomy of your breakup for pile number 3. Show me now. Truth, fast action, intellect, words. I heard cutting voice, cutting words. Everything was very factual, very on point. There was no room, no error, no margin for how anyone felt in this situation. Show me more about what got under the skin. For pile number 3, the anatomy of your breakup. What do we have for thee? Show me now. Justice. A desire for justice, for balance. It weighed heavily on your mind. That's could have had you in that overthinking, overanalyzing, just trying to figure out a strategy against an emperor who at times, maybe not all the time, but at times could be really volatile. Using their mouth, their words, in a destructive manner, destructive behavior, toxic characteristics. So you're overthinking things or thinking things through, needing answers, needing your own clarity, brought about the worst in this person. For pile number 3, I feel like if you thought about things, you wanted to assign logic to it and balance out the scales. Okay, well, I need my facts too. Why are we doing it this way? Why are we headed this route? Why are we spending it this way? Whatever the case may be, this emperor could have been really pissed off that you questioned their authority. That's what they were feeling, when in fact it was just really trying to balance things out and make things, excuse me, on a more even scale for both of you. So I feel like there was no quarter shown here, no mercy. This could have also put you in a situation where I feel like gaslighting. I feel mood swings. Even if you did have mood swings, they know how to push your buttons to get you into a mood swing. This could have been provoking fights, provoking disagreements, excuses to be rude, crude, caustic with their words, with their mouth, with their deeds. At times, this person could have felt like they hated you, or vice versa. Hateful action. They could have told people around you, oh, she's unstable, or she needs therapy, or even if it's the same sex, I don't care what. It could have said, well, no, they're always like that. They're always emotional. Don't pay them no mind. They need therapy, or they're not taking their medications, or they're bipolar. They could have said a lot of lies about you, things that were totally not true, in order to make them look better, in order to explain away why you were so detached when you obviously were teeter-tottering and trying to find your balance on a freaking, it's like standing on top of a teeter-totter, really. Show me the skin of this breakup. What got under their skin? Show me now. Two of Swords and the Eight of Wands. Two of Swords is, there's a decision to make. I won't make it. I'm still thinking through it, having to make some decision. I feel like both of you knew at that point there had to be a decision. And there was a desire for movement, for maybe even messages of love, of movement, of travel, of like just ending the stagnation, ending the fight. It's almost like they wanted you to cry uncle and say, no, you're totally right. And that way you can get on with your lives and be happy. They think they're right about everything, in fact, but they've left a wake of destruction behind them everywhere. It's like they really, any love that they find, they wind up destroying by trying to rule things with an iron fist. And that's really not a good way to progress. And I'm saying that because I feel like this person, with this card that just jumped out, has those toxic qualities of gaslighting. So I feel like they're like a master manipulator. And at times they definitely feel like they have a reason to do it. They'll always make an excuse and rationalize it within their own mind. Well, I did it for their own good. I made them think that because they were out of control, and that was the only way to get some common sense going in here. Things like that's just ridiculous. King of Hazards, King of Pentacles. I feel like this person is focused on their money, focused on making only investments that help their cause, help their home, help their hearth grow. If there's any waffling in the troops, meaning you, meaning me, anybody who's involved with people like this, if you don't fall in line, then there's dissension in the troops. Basically, you're not following orders. And that's not at all healthy, obviously. That really got under their skin. The fact that you dug in your heels, even though you weren't doing anything, it could have been like a passive aggressiveness also, like, well, I'm not going to agree with you. I'm not going to collaborate on this. I'm not going to move on it, even though you want me to make moves. You want me to move fast. You want me to send you love messages. You want me to take vacations with you, act like nothing's going on. They could not take the fact that you wouldn't succumb to their manipulation, that you were in your head about things. Pile number 3. Show me, for the anatomy of this breakup, show me the bone structure, the foundation of this breakup. Show me now. The Sun. The only way up to the Sun is to climb this ladder that I have placed here. And if you don't toe the line, if you don't do it my way, if you don't see things exactly how I see it, then you don't get to the Sun. And what we want is the Sun. We want things to be shining on us. I feel like they were concerned about their reputation as well. I heard from the lips to the hips. Almost like perhaps they had a problem with your weight, with you eating too much, or they kind of eyeballed, even if they didn't say anything initially. And then that could have like backfired and it just come out in explosive arguments or whatever. Like my ex-husband used to say, I'm not attracted to you anymore. You're fat. I'm like, yeah, I just had your son like 2 months ago. And they've known, you know, I've always fluctuated with my weight anyways. But anyways, something like that. Something about you need to climb this ladder to the lips of the sun. I feel like they wanted people to say, wow, look at, you know, how wonderful this couple, this, that. They want like the perfect life so people can actually speak and comment and how perfect everything is. Yeah, they feel like that is justice. It's like, I know what justice is. I hold the balance. I hold the scales. You don't know what balance is. You don't know what is fair. You don't know what is right if you just do it my way. Because I have all the experience. I have all the balance. That's what this is saying. So justice is an expectation for you with the number 5 to make all the changes while they sit back, while they eyeball you, by the way. They could have really criticized and eyeballed what you wore, how you wear your hair, even your behavior could have come into question and caused a lot of problems. Then with the 3 here, this is like Empress energy. They wanted you to be their counterpart, like this perfect Empress. What they think in their head is a perfect Empress. And little do they know they're not feeling the best qualities of the Emperor. They have the top traits down to a T, but that's about it. What else do we need to know about the bone structure, the foundation here? Yep, Lovers. There was a decision to be made. Then the stalemate. It's like, well, if you don't make a decision, I'm going to make a decision. What's the decision about? The structure. What are the bones of this breakup? King of Wands. You might have a message in pile 2. King of Wands is, I want what I want. I'm on fire. I'm going to go get it. I'm going to go get her. I have 2 businesses, but I need 4. I don't slow down. You clean up my breadcrumbs. That kind of a thing. Okay. I'm the master of ideas. Follow me. Carry my bags. Carry my camera. Do as I say. It will turn out well. Show me the bones of this foundation on the breakup. Yep. Okay, they don't want to deposit any money in this. They would be like, okay, yeah, I really do want to take the time and energy to kind of work on this, fix it. Oh, they're not cooperating. It's not fixed. So they went back and forth thinking about how to, quote, handle you, whether they invest any more time, energy, and effort. This is wanting to do things on your own. Being super stealthy, super sneaky. They wanted to and then they didn't. They went back and forth. What is this? 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups, mourning, sadness, wishing that things were the way they were when they were good. This is possibly brain fog, headaches. I feel like you are emotionally depleted and emotionally and mentally abused by this person, if not physically. Show me the teeth of this breakup, please. The anatomy of your breakup. The teeth, meaning the fight, the breakup, the shakeup, separation. Show me now. They're like, I'm the hell out of here. That was a teeth. It was almost like no warning, no nothing. Things were stagnant, and then they just pulled the trigger, seeming to you out of the blue. But you really had so much suffering, so much to kind of digest, because they were gaslighting. They were busy like playing mental games and emotional games with you. So the teeth of the matter is that they just saw, they had a vision, they pulled the trigger, they went. That was the end of story. It was like all the backbiting was done leading up to the separation. And then it was just like, I've made up my mind, I'm leaving. And that's the end of it. End of story. Show me more about the teeth, this fight, this breakup, this shakeup. For pile number 3, show me now. The Knight of Cups. They would offer you things, little things, to kind of eat away at your brain and erode your self-confidence. And the reason why they would do that, it's a little bit like breadcrumbing. Like, here, little birdie, I'll give you a little bit of this, a little bit of that. What I really want from you, what the Emperor wanted, is for you to come my way. And I'm going to eat at your brain, erode your brain, your mind, knowing that you have anxiety, knowing that you're over analytical, knowing that you have a tendency to really perhaps even obsess over topics or overthink things, overanalyze, things like that. I'm going to allow these little breadcrumbs to erode your brain so I can get what I want. Page of Hazards. Have you chained to my agenda? Have you waiting on me? Have you waiting for messages, for how to proceed, how to progress, notifications, having you waiting? Feeling like it's old news. Waiting for what? I feel like that's what you were feeling. Waiting for what? It's the same old crap all the time. We're always fighting. Why? Because you know better, you know best. You have the perfect body. You're beautiful. You're Adonis-like, and nobody else can compare. Like, there's just nothing here. Three of Wands. They're always waiting for a glow up, a show up, a way out. That's how you felt. You felt like they were always in a period of suspension, kind of like, okay, the next. It's like pouncing on the next thing. Show me the teeth of this breakup, please. Show me now. Three of Cups. They could have involved other people in your life. And perhaps that's why they have the Eight of Wands. They're like, hey, I want love, I want fun, I want, you know. But they're not willing to kind of fix their behavior. Again, they chose to leave instead. The Chariot. It's almost like, I'm going to take that car, that casket can fall out, I don't give up, bleep, and I'm out of here. When they left, I feel like they left with a barrage of messy words. It could have gotten real messy. Real messy. Personal shots. Shots fired. Shots aimed to kill, to hurt your self-esteem, to hurt you mentally, emotionally, spiritually, to make you feel like you are less than, so that they never have to look in the mirror, take any responsibility or accountability. Show me the teeth in this breakup, the anatomy of your breakup. What were the teeth of this breakup, please? Show me now. Yep, here's the Sun again. They feel like everybody really looks up to them. They hold themselves in such high esteem that others can't see their radiance because they're way out of league. It's an unrealistic mindset. It's a narcissistic mindset, okay? The Queen of Wands, perhaps they had someone else in mind they kept comparing you to and trying to shape you and hammer at you to be like this other person. King of Swords, yep. They wanted to break you down and build you up according to what they saw fit. Nine of Hazard, Nine of Pentacles. This could have been a past person in their life that they were constantly comparing you to, even if they didn't vocalize and say that. That makes sense. That's why this Sun comes with silence. The ladder to the lips. They're like, well, you're not like so-and-so. You're not. Why can't you be like so-and-so? My goodness, I'm going to dig for this until I find it. Yep. Comparing you. Silently comparing you. Go ahead and climb that ladder because you need to match. This is my ideal person, and I want to shape you into that. And nobody could be anyone else. That person's already taken. It's unrealistic and ridiculous and abusive, okay? Yeah. I feel kind of nauseous, frankly. Next, let's go ahead and look at the anatomy of your breakup. What is their heart? How are they feeling towards you right now? How are they feeling towards you? What does their heart feel like towards you right now? What are they thinking? The Queen of Wands. You look good, Ma. I get player vibes. Look, obsession. Obsession. Possession. Addiction, affliction, looking at what is always shiny across the street versus what they have at home, feeling in bondage. Perhaps even this could be saying that you guys had in your sexual time together, they'd like to revisit that part of the role you really fulfilled. Fire. That when you're on point on the sex part, it was all you. It was natural, it was vibrant, it was real, fiery. I keep hearing fire. And they like that. They obsess about that. Is that good enough? I don't think so. The anatomy of your breakup. That is a jumper. Looking mighty fine single. Maybe perhaps they are spying on your social media. I don't have the spy card out here yet. Maybe they ask people about you. They see how far you've come, how self-contained, how much growth you've done, how much more balanced you are. Ironically, they don't think, wow, they're more balanced without me. No, they just think, wow, they finally got their crap together. Makes no sense, does it? Show me this person's heart, please. What do they think when they think about pile number 3? What? Thank you. They think I'd love to have sex with you. I'd like to get it on. I revisit those times mentally quite a bit. I love how you experimented. I love how you were kind of like down for anything. I miss those times, but it's just sex, okay? They want to see if they can actually have another go with you. The Emperor, here we go. This is about sex. This is about fulfilling my body. Sex is largely in the brain as well. So this could be saying, you know, I think about having, like, I wonder if I hit them up, would they be open to having sex with me? Just sex. And the High Priestess. I feel like they still have the idea, this idea of their ideal woman, and they haven't found it yet. Their ideal person, if it's same sex, male, male, female, female, whatever the case may be. This is just stating that I have a dream of the perfect female, and this is what she's like, or the perfect male. And they are otherworldly. They are untouchable. They're super intuitive. They can see through my bullshit. Oddly enough, that's a turn on for them. But what they're saying here is I still have a version. A version, huh? Interesting. A version or aversion. I still have a version of an ideal. Kind of like I want a Frankenstein, the perfect partner, that kind of a thing. But then, you know, aversion, having an aversion to what's really available on the earthly plane. They're never going to be satisfied. At this point in time, this is saying they still have this ideal in their mind, and they think it's going to make them happy. I feel like even if they got it, it would not be good enough. They would change the game. Okay? Show me more about their heart. Pile number 3's heart. Pile number 3, and the anatomy of your breakup, please. Show me now. The Empress. Look, they're looking for the Empress. But this Empress is very different from the High Priestess. So they're not even looking at the right place. The Empress is somebody who can grow something from nothing, who's very nurturing, very approachable, very abundant. Even if they only have, you know, next to nothing, they're willing to share what they have. They're willing to really honor and take care of what it is that they have. This is somebody who is, let's say, even like a homesteader, or they make their home beautiful. They beautify things. They make it really homey. They make this place a haven. The High Priestess is somebody who is almost all about their personal power into the heavens. There's an attachment to this person into the heavens. Their downloads, they're not even thinking about earthly planes 9 times out of 10. So this Emperor is thinking, you know, I want my Empress, where is she? That kind of a thing. I want to build her more like this. They think they know what they want, but they're not going about it right, and it's not logical. It's like they're trying to build a Frankenbride or something. Okay, so this ego has got to go in order for this to improve. Never mind the narcissism and the control, manipulation issues, the need for rage therapy, anger therapy, whatever you want to call it. I feel like even this person has a propensity for violence. Did I mention that? Domestic violence, violence, verbal, mental, emotional, all of that. Okay. So pile number 3, I'm going to go ahead and pull some charms. If you like this style of reading, please do like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know that this is something that was interesting, or if you resonated, or whatever. If it's not your thing, you can put that down too. Why not? Pile number 3, if you have any earbuds or headphones, whatever, take those out for just a moment. This can get loud. And 2, 3, 1. Pile number 3. Any last words about the anatomy of your breakup? Show me now. Okay. Shungite. Divine protection. This could be, this is EMF protection. In this case, I think it's MF protection. I don't know why I'm keeping it clean today, but mother effer protection. Because, you know, EMF and our phones, computers, all of that Wi-Fi is not a joke. So this could be saying that this person's energy permeates everything that you do, and you must at all costs really protect yourself. Spiritual bath, spiritual cleanse, things like that would really help to cleanse this person's auric field. I feel like they're still somehow attached to you, okay? In a toxic way. Shungite. Shungite water might be good for you. Having shungite in your home might be good for you. This is a siren. This is a siren that leads sailors to get shipwrecked. Divine protection. A promise ring. This is, I don't even feel like it's real marriage or marriage material. This is like, well, let's just get engaged, have a long engagement, or I'll give you a promise ring or something weird like that. And on we go. What is this? This gives me the Fool vibes. This is almost like packing, like a little boy packing or sitting on a stump fishing, that kind of a thing. Gone fishing. This person's like gone. They have flour in their eyes. I feel like that's more like an eyeball. And they've got 2 flowers in their eyes. They can't see a damn thing because that is obstructing their view. And there's a lot of hang-ups here. This person has a lot of hang-ups. So if you choose to let them back in your life, well, you already know what you're getting, right? We all have free will, free choice. So with that, pile 3. Don't kill a messenger. Much love to you, much healing, and namaste.